Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. I hope you're doing good. The Holy Trinity of Installments. I keep getting downloads, and the thing is, if I don't share, I can't sleep. So here we go. Anyway, the message that just came in before I came live is that the capstones have been returned, which really means the Emerald Order, us as a true Ascended Masters, fully returned, fully embodied. The Cosmic Christ, the new Hierogamic Androgynous Divine Blueprint of the Christos Sophia, fully returned through us. It's all here. I hope you can feel it. Usuna shakanate kenasukore enasanatanate. So there's a lot happening without you maybe seeing it's happening. Now, again, everybody has a different experience of what's unfolding. On the note of me making another video, and I really believe me, I'm struggling with this. It's like, really, I'm making another video, really? And then I really went into this and into the question again, do we have free will? And basically, no, we don't. So either you're part of the MK Ultra hive mind, or you're part of God's source consciousness, and either way, you don't really have free will. Asana. So this is where we fully unplug the whole collective from the MK Ultra programming hive mind. This is a whole network matrix that the mind is basically projecting out. It's not the other way around. So this is where we fully reclaim all of our life force, all of our keys, our codes, our love, power, the wisdom that we are. Like, this is truly the last final initiation, the final gate to cross. What do you choose, fear or love? You can't have it all, or rather both. So choose already, okay? Surrender already, but because truly it's a video choice here for those listening. So this is really the return to your real true self. This is like beyond all layers and levels, everything we've ever experienced, that truly is only love. Once you peel it all away and keep going and digging deeper and deeper and deeper within the true self, which there's only one of us here. So the one has been doing this to itself. Truly only our wrong perception, so to say, upside down perception of what has happened is what has caused the heartbreak, as well as, yeah, we've been highly targeted. Like, you need to include, merge, unify all of these perspectives. This is not taking away any truth. It's just you keep rising higher and higher, because you need to rise above the level of where the problem has been created from to truly dissolve, resolve it, reconcile it fully. Us all as one. So that's our return to true oneness. So yesterday, the 14th, was really, this is the return to oneness, or rather today, 15th, it was the 15th, like officially where I was, where the full, and the codes already came in. At-one-ment is here. The totality of the singularity is us really returning to our true state of beingness, true divine love. It's beyond the words I could ever speak, but I know that I transmit the keys and codes, the frequency of what I'm speaking about. This is why my transmissions are so powerful. And this is the same for, anyone could, so to say, copy what I'm saying and just, repeat it like an actor. But it wouldn't have the same effect on your field, because it's my auric field which is holding these keys and codes in alignment with what I'm speaking about, that is activating this also within you. And most of all, it's the frequency of authenticity. And this is truly what ignites us within all. And this is what returns us to our real, true, organic self. The eternal self. It's many things. It's also not us getting lost in the oneness. This is what we've been fine-tuning. So our own unique experience, but through the ages, through time and space, although that's not really real. But it's really just bringing in your multidimensional selves, all of your facets, aspects, all of the characteristics that you would like to keep and you let go of the rest. And this is really like the 144,000 are the archetypes of the Godhead. And this is how you need to see everything. The archetypes, the templates, the themes, the lessons that we're learning, what's the word? I mean, the energies are getting very high. So this will be my last, the 3 in a row. And I don't know if I've ever done 3 videos in a row. Anyway, transmitting a lot of codes to help us all get all the way back home. And again, all roads, paths truly lead all of us back home. Some are just, you know, I mean, there's literally no competition in how enjoyable this was. I mean, some people are having a great experience. For me, it was not so much that. Anyway, so we also have, so before I forget, so we have an activation, okay, on the 17th. Again, this is truly in the field, and I think especially those that have already signed up can feel it, how true divine love is really overriding any and all fears. Because I mean, what do you believe is stronger, fear or love? The negative alien agenda or the true guardians of all new free worlds? This has already been won. That's all you need to know. And then ultimately relax and just keep following your heart. And the heart, again, it's like at one with the mind. It's not even that you're just like led by the heart. And if you have to make difficult decisions that you wouldn't be able to make them, like your heart would be in full congruence with your mind of thinking, of understanding that in certain situations you need to make a more logical decision. As we would, but again, it's just words that are dividing, literally. Okay, because it's like we are fully unifying the heart and the mind. This is where true congruence happens. And this is what everything I try to truly bring in. So anyway, join me if you want to. The description, in the description box, you find the details to sign up for the Ascended Masterclass, Cosmic Emerald Crystal Heart Healing and Ignition on the 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day in Ireland and all over the world, because everybody's got a bit of Irish in them. Also because I do believe Ireland is truly the origin of life. And this is why you have very strong dragon and fairy, fae energies here, which truly are the original beings, creator beings, before the humans came popping along, trying to drive them out. So this is where we truly fully ignite the heart. It's already in the field. Again, this activation is mostly like, it's mostly focused on the remote part, although we do the call on the 17th. If we cannot switch off this stupid false firmament and false simulation before then, I'd love that. Whenever, truly. But I mean, it's not even asking. I know it's here now. So any moment now, truly, really, everything is gonna quantum shift and change forever through us shifting our perception. So this is what my work truly, and any of the videos, I went back on a random video of my own today, somewhere in the video, you know, not just from the beginning. And it truly is timeless wisdom. It's like pulling a tarot card or, you know, an oracle card of like some message that you're meant to receive in a now moment. These are truly timeless navigational tips, instruction sets for the new Cosmic Christ blueprint that I transmit, and I know that truly are powerful. And they really help you to clear, heal, balance, harmonize, upgrade your field, your DNA, multidimensional blueprint, and most of all, shift your consciousness, which is what shifts your reality, your perception of self, others, everything, truly. This is what truly helps, not just us being caught up in like stories. So this is where you truly need to let go of any kind of attachment to drama, dramatic stories, all of that stuff, okay? The trauma bonding, like whether it's in your own life, whether it's out there in 3D reality wars, whatever, politic dramas, or cosmic ones. These are all fallen histories, fallen timelines, based in inversions of truth, of us seeing things not like basically everything upside down. So we turn this ourselves the right way up again as we see things through the eyes of God. not disconnected from God, which is an illusion within itself. I don't know if I finished this, but anyway, so the description, in the description box, you find a link to taking part in the call on the 17th. And again, it's an ongoing remote energetic activation that as soon as you sign up, you will feel very powerful activations happening. And I can feel it truly. Our full return to oneness and true divine love. It's one and the same, truly. And I have also included a free activation, which I would recommend for you to listen to beforehand if you're taking part in the call for sure. Otherwise, obviously, only in general, you know, if you're guided to. And take what resonates, leave the rest as always. But I know they're really, truly powerful activations, gifts from Source, ultimately, through me to you. All Cosmic Dragons Awaken. That's what the free activation is called. And again, the details are in the description box on how to access this. We have KP4 solar windstorms, many C-class flares. We also had an M-class flare yesterday, actually, as I was recording the last video, just at the end. So this is really perfect cosmic quantum shifting reality weather, as I call it, because this is like the magnetic field is directly connected to the collective consciousness as this shifts, or rather our consciousness, the field shifts. This is why there is so much talk about the magnetic field and pole shift and flip, because the consciousness is flipping and shifting back to right side up, okay? To see everything as a blessing. I know everything I experience, and this hasn't been pretty, as well as I know other people have experienced much worse, and this isn't a freaking competition. Everything I have experienced was exactly what I needed to bring me all the way back to my true self. So unless you play the victim and are still not using all of what has been put against you as the blessings that they ultimately are, as well as they suck a lot, the both end, to really reclaim all of your power, all of your true self, to bring you all the way back home, to loving yourself all the way up, just as you are now, as everything is. Like literally, you need to get to the state where everything is just accepted as it is. You don't need to even love it. You know what I mean? It's just like, because I was reminded today on one of my favorite books is The Alchemist from Paulo Coelho. And spoiler alert for those who haven't read it. It's one of the only books I've actually, two maybe, books I've ever read, you know, several times. So anyway, it's really, I can recommend it for any and all alchemists. But towards the end in the book, he basically is kind of all beaten up, looking for his treasure. And he's kind of laughing through the tears as he finally figures out where it is, which is right back at the start. And it's the it's just the laughing through the tears, because this reality is supposed to beat you all the way down, so you have no more attachment to things. It's not that you can't have nice things, and it's not a competition. Again, it's like you just accepting whatever is. So my main reason for doing another video also was to address some of the comments lately around abundance. And this is what obviously this is all entitled today. So this is all about us reclaiming our real true abundance. It's all connected to self-love, self-worth, really truly loving ourselves as we are, not just pretending or washing over it and, you know, all of that fake happiness and love stuff. But really truly getting to know ourselves, which is really our return back to God, back to oneness, back to wholeness. What all of this ascension process is about, the origamic reunion process between the masculine and feminine happening within you, as well as within reality at large. So again, this is a collective blueprint. This is us truly no longer at odds, rejecting one another, hating, fearing, judging one another, but truly just, you know, shifting it all around and being excited about the differences, celebrating them, focusing on what unites us, finding, you know, the deepest compassion for people in deepest pain. Again, only hurt people hurt others, and you can apply this to everyone. every situation. So it's like, you know, so when it's no one's fault, we need to stop blaming. And this is then also where the guilt and the shame ends. But again, it's happening from both sides simultaneously. Everyone has to feel what they need to feel. And we all have these aspects from within a oneness. So it's ours. So from within the oneness, and I don't really like to say there are no others, because I also don't want anyone to just get lost in the oneness. This is what I kind of had more of a challenge with. Often also, because again, it's like the videos or anything, like all this is in, like it takes a lot to make these videos and everything. To bring all of this together and to prepare and whatever. So it's like, I know a lot of things I could be doing during that time otherwise that I want to be doing. You know, that would be more for me, for my own enjoyment, so to say, as well as I'm just being, you know, this is the whole thing. Like I was questioning, so who's the one deciding whether I'm making a video or not, what I'm even speaking about or not? It's truly, it's like, it's source. Source is making me do it, so to say. Because I have surrendered, I have stepped away. Like source is always stronger than me. And that's the whole thing. Even when you do things that you think come from the ego, even when you self-sabotage or self-destruct, it's still source playing you. Even the demonics, even the AI. Once you can see the source, God, in all things, beings, worlds, realms, all creation. This is when you return to the really real. And this is where, when you fully surrender and really truly let God guide your vehicle, because again, it's like, why am I doing these things? Because I know ultimately it's more important than me doing the other things, collectively speaking. Like in every now moment, I need to decide, is it more important in this now moment to, you know, take care of myself, feed myself, and I do try to, you know, keep a balance. Although it's a little bit off, because again, the field is still a little bit off in balance, which you're bringing in now, but you know what I mean? But it's like, and every now moment, it's the same as when you're in a family setting, and every now moment you need to like make a decision, like whether you're putting yourself first, having a cup of coffee, or, you know, it's like me having 3 cats. I usually feed them first, just for the sake of freaking peace. And then I make myself a coffee and an orange juice. You know, that kind of thing. It's just like, I generally, though, I have really a trouble to put myself first in front of others, as well as I try to do this more and more and bring in more and more balance, because what we're doing now is, again, it's all about balance, truly, between masculine and feminine, all of these principles of duality, service to self, service to others. So where we are in service to self, service to others, most of all, which is, it's all the same really, because there's only one of us here. It's just in every now moment you need to see, sometimes you putting yourself first is you ultimately serving all, because you cannot serve from an empty cup. The same as sometimes, you know, friends or whatever, people need our support, and you sometimes they're more for them, and, you know, maybe putting yourself a little bit, you know, behind, have less time for yourself because you're, I don't know, helping a friend through a crisis or something like this. But you also need to, again, all the time, keep balancing it. Like this is, again, now where you constantly need to balance it. But you need to then, you know, again, it's just throughout the day, in every now moment, and this is also what we saw with our friends in Australia, it's the, you know, sometimes one needs something, then the other needs something, and you're constantly just balancing it. It's just this beautiful dance of masculine, feminine energies. There's nothing missing. There's no one siphoning. There's no one who feels like they keep giving and not receiving anything back. It's just a constant replenishing and increasing and multiplication of life force energy, which is what, oh yeah. So yesterday, also the 14th, what I believe was the Pi date, the PHI date, Pi date. So this is also connected to the flower of life. Anyone correct me if I'm wrong? Oh yeah, I kept saying solstice in the other video. I meant equinox. I mean, it's still unnatural occurrences in a true reset, corrected Christic system, 0440, Enoughness. So, but yeah, I mean, it's signaling, symbolizing the balancing of masculine and feminine principles in all ways, shapes, and forms. And we do this constantly within our own blueprint, because this is really the shift from, again, the flower of life, which really kept us looping, and an enclosed system, which the siphoning of energy was part of. And now the tri-wave taking over this bi-wave flower of life geometry that was running through the grids. It's represented in flowers. I was thinking today, like, I love flowers, but it's like they don't smell anymore. You know, like everything is dead here. Like our bodies have been dead, like literally water, the flowers, because again, it's all, I mean, there's a whole many layers and levels to this, okay, but it has a lot to do with the geometries, the sacred patterns that run throughout life. And again, ultimately, it's beyond all of the sacred geometries anybody wants to imagine, because I, again, work with the Yan flow of the sacred butterfly pattern and the cryptic lotus flower patterning, which is overwriting, like, which is holding this tri-wave at its core, which is overwriting all of the bipolar distortions, all of the reversals in the field. And again, it's more about consciousness than any patterns and geometries, as well as that fully taken over, you will see plant life, life in general, everything becoming more and more beautiful. I'm looking forward to the beauty, because this to me is like, you know, there are obviously beautiful places on this earth, but far and few in a way in between. Like, you know, the false has overtaken too much of this reality. And again, this is the false firmament, along with the MK Ultra mind control programming. It's all interconnected together with the negative alien machinery, the reversals fully being cleared out. It's all connected to the divine masculine feminine union, unifying all them in holy union with God, returning the Holy Trinity, the Holy Grail, true divine justice, order, abundance, freedom, love, power, wisdom, eternal life, real true reality. It's happening from inside of us, the oneness, the one, everything else, just fully let go, truly, no attachment to outcome. This happens through full surrender. The energies, like what I'm seeing, as I said yesterday in my last video, and I truly would recommend you watching the other two before this in the video tab, because it's really all belonging together. So I was seeing yesterday, it's like before a tsunami wave hits, it's like receding water. And then today I literally could see, like, okay, the wave is coming, like a massive tsunami wave. But it's filled with true divine love. It's going to wash away all and any remaining invaders, intruders, oppressors, all that's not real. Remember, all of this is a dream. It's really you washing the dream off you. It's like when you awaken from a dream, do you go over all of the details of the dream and stress about it? No. You just like want to really ultimately know, why did I dream this? Are there any messages for me in there? That's all that's going to happen. Like I've been shown a few times, it's like you're just gonna, it's just like literally awakening from a dream, and you have totally different memories. And you know that this was a dream. And we have been imagining this. This is an inversion of truth. This is why everything feels so upside down. You're not supposed to fit in here, because again, it's like being like indoctrinated in a dysfunctional society. This is not how life is supposed to be. This is not true fucking reality. So don't try and fit in. Again, it's not like wrong to be successful, have nice things. None of this. It's just like, don't compare yourself to anyone. Each one of us has different missions, different programs, systems to work with and to bust all the way through in our own unique way. This is why you need to retrieve your own unique instruction sets, navigational tips. I know that my work, activations, you just being exposed to my field will help you trigger that. But you need to keep listening to your heart, truly. And again, this is all about heart-mind coherence. For me, this is all one. I'm being led by my heart, but I'm not stupid. Like, I know when to make, rational decisions. You know what I mean? But I still feel I come from the heart. You know what I mean? It would be like something like, let's say you're walking home from the train, and I don't know, for that day, you just have €2 in your pocket and you need to get a liter of milk on your way home, okay? You have maybe, I don't know, a tiny little bit left, but it's not really enough for you. And you see a beggar on the street and somehow, or someone is asking you for €2 and you really feel it's a genuine ask, and you feel like your heart would really like to give something. Now, in one moment, it might be the right thing to not give anything because you need it for yourself and you want and need that liter of milk for whatever you want to do with it, okay? In another moment, it might be the right thing to give it to them because ultimately, do you really need the milk? I mean, what do we really need? So this is to come back to abundance. Now we're trying to keep this not too long now. The whole abundance thing, we've been tested lately, okay? Because this is like a big, massive abundance wave coming. What is abundance? Like, love is the new currency. Love is the new abundance. Okay, this is where all of what we've been planted, seeded, the harvest is coming all the way in. You need to believe, have faith. It's literally, it's once you understand reality is projected out from inside of your heart, and once we've taken this bullshit all the way down, new earth is infinite abundance. I mean, this is the only thing I'm interested in. None of this, like, again, false ascension timelines and rescue packages and med beds. Like, this is false in my perspective. I'm not going to go into why now. Anyway, so you are the ultimate quantum technology. It's all ignited through the frequency of true divine law, which is what we are. It's many things. Again, it's not just us like love and light, everything is great. No, it's like you really aligning. It also means tough love. It means saying no to things a lot, to make space for the new. Okay, for you to truly claim what you're really worth. You need to claim your worth, your self-value, respect, self-love. It's all interconnected. Self-confidence. That's the key to your abundance. Once you truly know your real true self, you know yourself as a God self. The God self projects out heaven on earth. That's infinite abundance. Again, that's the only thing between this fucked up reality and everything falling to shit now. Believe me, because it will. The financial system is about to fall. This is the house of cards is about to fall apart. The true guardians and leaders of all new free worlds have returned. We are remembering who the fuck we are, how much power we hold. We hold the blueprints of reality. We own reality. So the other ones can fuck all the way off. All these imposters, invaders, oppressors, okay? Once you know that nothing outside of you is more powerful than you, that's you all the way home. Ushunateate. You at one of God's source consciousness, fully surrendered, you have no power. This is not about personal willpower. Those in opposition, the only way they had power is by sacrificing their own personal willpower to gain power, black magic type power, by sacrificing shit. But they're owned. They don't have any personal power. They access it through sacrifice. Now, we have sacrificed, but in a whole different way, okay? Again, our own needs, wants, because again, doing the right thing, doing what I'm doing, I know this keeps shifting quantum realities massively. Even if I don't have like massive amounts of people listening to me, I know the ones who are listening, again, this is butterfly effects. And the ones who are listening, this really makes a big difference to if I can just help one person, I've done my job. And this is how you need to think and feel. And ultimately, it's you always talking to yourself. Because I always keep shifting myself and I keep listening back to myself. And I don't do this with all of my videos, but with the cosmic updates. But there's just so much of me I can listen to. So I want to see all of you rise and shine so I can take more of a break. We all need a break. I know it, okay? All in our own way. But this is truly where those who've been sitting on the sidelines and not really been like being a bit shy or whatever have gone. I mean, there are many different reasons, okay, where we don't fully rise and shine and are being the leaders of New Earth that we need right now to lead everyone all the way back home. You need to realize you're the one you have been waiting for. You're the savior. You're the hero of your own journey. Okay, this is your story. Now, write the happily ever after ending. Let's make it so, truly. This is where we shift our, like the MK Ultra negative mind control programming, limiting thought forms, belief systems, back to freaking source. For re-encryption. Again, all of the reversals, the lower codings that of the opposition have also helped us to expand our own blueprint, understanding of consciousness, merging shadow and light, masculine, feminine, matter, antimatter, is the new antimatter. I mean, it's so divine. And again, we speak more about this in a call on the 17th. If we make it that far, again, St. Patrick's Day has always been for me a huge heart-opening activation. And Ireland has very sacred codes for the Cosmic Emerald and Crystal Diamond Rosette Network to set us all alight and fully aflame. And that time is freaking now. The end of all time, truly all time cycles. I mean, all these time cycles, okay, are based on planets not being in the right place. It's like you keep yourself in loops if you keep looking at astrology for forecasts, really, that are based on, again, inversions within the one consciousness, projecting out ultimately the planets, the solar system, not in its original form. It's the same as the pie or the flower of life, kind of geometries and maths. That are just kind of representing you being stuck in a loop. It's just symbols, really. I mean, for me, it's all just symbols, okay? You really need to kind of personalize, transpersonalize, see this all from the higher God mind perspective to really see as objectively as you possibly can, not through some freaking false ego mind belief systems, what you've been taught through some books, teachers, teachings, truly, okay? You need to keep asking, why do you believe what you believe? Usually it's because somebody told you, unless you have retrieved it yourself from source, your own communion with source, it's hearsay, truly. Okay, we can learn from other people's stories, get inspiration, maybe learn what not to do, all of that stuff. But truly, ultimately, you need to make your own experiences, and once you take the opinions out, the judgments, this is how we learn, okay? This is the only way how we ever put our consciousness and blueprint. So, I don't like pushing them out the door. It's still a bit cold. Oh my God, I'm so, at least it's now over 10 degrees, like temperatures here, but this has sucked. Like it's been a long winter, hasn't it? So to say. So I'm looking forward to spring, the forever summer. We've been working on this for a while, but again, all of our infinite patience now pays out, okay? Trust that all of the faith, the praying, the belief, all of that, all of the hard inner work especially pays out now in you literally being able to create from your heart, at one with your mind, at one with source, okay? True alignment. This is not your little ego will trying to create something that's not in alignment with the law of one or, you know, the true natural laws. It's just, again, there is no free will in this space, in the oneness, as well as you get to truly experience and celebrate your own unique expression of that God source consciousness, without people being envious or jealous or being in competition or anyone thinking they're more or less than anyone else. This truly is the core of all of this. Envy is, it really is. So what I've spoken about in my last video, it's beyond me personally. It's just in the field. It's an issue. It's the issue. It's what happens, first of all, within families, and then in broader society. It's again based in versions of real truth. Of when you are your real true self, you're in competition with no one. You're just celebrating, living your own best life. Again, once you take the opinions and judgments out of it, everybody can just freely live who they ever want to be without feeling like afraid of attacks, judgments, opinions. And again, you need to create this from the inside out, the same as heaven on earth. You're not waiting for it to arise around you, for you to feel it. You need to feel it first, and then it arises without you. So you need to fearlessly live your real true self, not worried about rejection, abandonment, judgment, attacks, being ostracized, all of that stuff. You could be the last person standing speaking your truth, so be freaking it. That's true freedom. This is where nobody will distort your blueprint ever again. This is also where you cannot be copied. I know I ultimately cannot be copied because I'm truly unique. I know that. Because I'm truly authentic. I speak from the heart. I don't filter. You know, sure, there are always like certain things like you don't want to be too. Like I've learned, for example, not to disclose everything and be sometimes a little bit more reserved or holding certain things back, because yeah, not everybody needs to know everything. It's the both ends. The same as, you know, us just standing in our truth is ultimately our shield. But yeah, if it comes down to it, we can protect, we can defend. But we're no longer coming from that base energy of that, because us needing to defend ourselves keeps attracting those who attack us to us generally, because it's a push-pull. You know, it's all plus, minus, all of these energies playing out. Because we're not getting rid of duality, it's just that we're getting rid of distorted polarity. Now we're integrating the polarity within the oneness, within the Holy Trinity, where all of this makes sense and all is unified as one. Also very much connected to the Trinity, to the triple helix DNA, and past, present, and future truly collapsing in the 0-point field. So, oh God, this is going to be a long one, okay, because I still haven't said. Any issues with financials, okay? It's so, I mean, there's so many layers and levels to it. I will just mention a few here, and I will go more into this in the call, because it's directly related to the levels of worth, confidence we carry, okay? As well as our deepest self-beliefs and programming. So, but beyond that, whatever needs to happen, happens. Like, can you be okay with whatever financial situation you're in? Like, I've been through all kinds of situations, and I can be really content with having like literally nothing, but I know I still have enough in every now moment. Again, that situation with, are you going to give your last €2 to someone who really needs it? And you maybe say no to that liter of milk you might think you need, but do you really need it? You know, you can easily do without food for a few days. You know, if you think about how much depends in this reality so far on and around survival, being able to feed yourself, paying your rent, a roof over your head, your family taken care of, all of this shit. Imagine a reality now, okay? Because this is what we are quantum merging, leaping, aligning with. At least those who are here with me fully on board, all the way in. Okay, here to create quantum align with New Earth now. It's a consciousness we project out. So imagine limitless abundance, everything shared. Basic needs provided for, nothing to worry about on that level anymore at all. It's just pure creation now. Life becomes art, us having fun, okay? Totally the opposite of what we've been used to. This is not normal reality. You need to remember the really real. I'm just here to remind you. Imagine total freedom, infinite abundance, everything for free, living in harmony, bliss, balance, joy, true love bliss, true ecstasy, heaven on earth, here now, because it fucking is, it really is. It's us fully now, remembering the really real is what fully makes it visible, the false firmament fully dissolving, as true divine love fully takes over, it's already here, the tsunami, okay? But just let's bring this all the way in, let's open our hearts all the way up, let's burst fully wide open, okay? Nothing to fear ultimately, there truly isn't, okay? Unless you would imagine something up, because this is what got us here. Ultimately, us not owning our own shit, not standing up for ourselves. Again, us ultimately losing the sight of who we truly are. But now we remember again, all as one. No one left to blame, shame, more guilt. all grief, sadness, fully lifting all of this heavy karmic density as you fully let go of your individual self. No one doing nothing anymore. You're being played by source. And you remember again what's truly, really real. We are awakening from the dream. Why? Hurrah, hurrah. Now, let's go all the way back home, okay? As we quantum complete this final quantum shift, leap, flip of our perception, everything shifts. Remember, this is pure imagination, okay? Take a ride with me if you want to on the 17th. And again, as soon as you join, very potent fields again. Everybody will be able to feel it, but as you join, this is massively heightened, okay? Very powerful codes and keys and activations that are happening, fully healing, literally our hearts, our central nervous system, our morphogenetic field, that of the earth, and cosmically so. Because what happens on earth happens cosmically. We're literally here at the heart of the cosmos. As we reset and rebirth, all resets and rebirths, and in no time whatsoever. So now we fully let go of all that has been, fully. False storylines, fallen timelines, take the lessons, leave the rest. Bring everything back inside. Okay, no more externalizing. It's like you create it within first and then you project it out. It's not the other way around. Don't let the outside tell you what to create. At the very least, filter it and, make up your own mind. That's the point. Hey, you're not losing your mind. I mean, you are, but you're regaining it, the real true God mind. The crystal palace fully activate, and you becoming the receiver and transmitter of pure God source consciousness, real truth. It's beyond us trying to figure this shit out. Truly, really. It's just knowingness. Knowingness, clear cognizance, okay? So, at one with it all, we're back to the totality of the singularity, back to oneness, true divine love, our true essence and nature. As we love ourselves unconditionally, as we are right now, nothing to change, the only thing you need to shift and change is your perception of yourself. Everything shifts from there effortlessly now, okay? As you stop judging, you need to sometimes go very, very deep. I know this from my own experience. Because again, we carry all of the distortions, all of the shit we want to clear and heal. We project it out. Everything comes back to us. As well as this is ours, okay? I mean, there's so many layers and levels to this, but just know, keep seeing yourself healed. Everyone healed, return to prove. Like, as you keep seeing the perfection in the imperfection, you return to the perfection that isn't really perfect. It's like a perfectly imperfect more than it is now, if that makes sense, okay? So you and your true plasma light body, true crystalline plasma light, new earth realities fully returned. That's real reality. This is fake. This is an inverted fantasy, hell version of earth, okay? Let's break all the way out. So, fully surrender to God, become fully weightless, boundless, limitless, fearless, and free, okay? Let's unify and merge all as one, truly. Oh yeah, because of a comment. The root cause, basically, to all pain and suffering, at its core, it's our separation from source. That's then reflected within our separation between the masculine and feminine, because we were in an androgynous body and then split. That within itself causes distortions, us as source, splitting into infinite fractals and bodies. It causes psychosis, basically, because it's hard to integrate. So we're one, but we're in different bodies, okay? So you at one with source, but you can't feel it, you're not fully there, because it's basically like a little fractal of you with source, but the rest with you is kind of caught in all of these different density layers and levels, identities, but you can't fully feel at home with source. Unless you're in a really high frequency, such as when we do through activations, meditations, and have these heightened experiences. And it's not real because we're always at one with source. That's the whole thing. So this reality we're accessing now is ultimately always there for us to access, quantum style. As soon as you can perceive, dream something up, it already exists. It's then just up to you to fully frequency align yourself with that reality ultimately. And again, this is a collective undertaking, a happening. Don't give yourself a hard time. Keep loving it all up. Have compassion with yourself. The more you love it all up and have compassion with yourself, you can see why you're doing or did what you did. And if you did things wrong, that also leads you to, getting everything right. You just need to make the quantum leap through your ego, putting it into right, wrong, good, bad boxes. Because everything always serves, as long as you get the lesson. And then you let all the way go. But yeah, we sometimes need to say sorry. We sometimes need to make amends. I mean, this is how you literally let go of karmic load. As well as it's perfect. But again, because this is what sometimes propagated out there. It's like this whole narcissistic viewpoint. And it's really sneaky the way it also sneaks into spiritual teachings. Anyway, it's this as if everything is the victim's fault. And then the victimizer gets a jail out of, get out of jail free card without apologizing. This is not how this works. You need to redeem yourself. This is what redemption, literally, reconciliation is all about. What ultimately this whole ascension process is all about. So everybody has that opportunity, but you need to do it. Again, if people have passed on, you can't speak to them anymore. You can do it at higher level in meditation, connect with their spirit. Ultimately, it's happening from inside of you, as well as if you want to have relationships with people, there are certain agreements, certain ground rules, you can't just wash over it. You need to really get to the root cause. This is what all of this is about. Let's not fight the symptoms, us all suffering, trying to destruct ourselves, and literally just, I was seeing a post today about mental illness. Ultimately, everything we see is down to the conditions we live in. Having to worry about survival, having not our tribe around and people that are healthy for us, being alone, feeling alone, isolated, not supported. It's detrimental to our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. This is why the reunion of the tribes, is what fixes everything. Ultimately happening from inside of you as you bring the Holy Trinity fully into oneness. And I know yesterday, the 14th, this is here now. The oneness has been fully returned. It's a solution to everything. So hallelujah, we're home now, okay? So just keep, literally, this is the end of all wars. It's here now already. The victory, the liberation. We're just fully merging now with the frequency of celebration of that. As you fully, again, let go of any of the remaining heartache, sadness, anything, just energetically, most of all. And again, bring everything into true alignment, reconciliation with within the oneness. All for the infinite power of true divine love. So the root cause of all pain and trauma is our heartbreak, is us falling apart, separating from one another, feeling ourselves separate and from source. That's the root cause of everything. And if you want to look into physical ailments and their root cause on mental emotional level, I can recommend German New Medicine. You can look it up. They have a Facebook chat group where you can search terms, like if you know the illness, for example, physically, the definition, you can put it into the search box, and then you come up with relevant comments, posts within the chat group, and they will show you whatever is related to, like, I don't know, brain cancer or lung cancer or whatever else it may be. And then it will show you the traumas. It has a lot to do with devaluation, the whole teaching. And it's basically a continuation from Louise Hay's work of, like, basically healing your body with your mind. And because this is where everything starts, it's the mind. This is why it's been so influenced, because it then influences the emotional, etheric, mental, and physical bodies, and how everything manifests itself. But what is having a higher authority, so to say, is our spiritual bodies. And it's the eternal spirit body, our Russia dark matter bodies having been fully reset, fully taken over. And literally, this is where spirit and matter fully merge as one. Heart and mind, all of the polarities, all of these principles within a 0-point field, fully here now, fully anchored through us, fully neutral, fully just in observer mode, as well as we're feeling what we're feeling, but it will be a very generally calm experience now. So you're no longer like caught in the drama of things. It just flows through you, the thoughts, the feelings, and you are not it. Enoughness. Okay, you have so many things, so many experiences. It's just so it's experiencing itself in many infinite fractals. Okay, so let all the way go through right now already. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, let whatever is happening happen. Just ask yourself why it is happening for the lessons, okay? Again, there are many transitioning right now, loved ones and pets. Just again, use this as an opportunity to transcend physical and spirit and matter. We will see all those we have lost again, so to say. And again, ultimately, they're all part of you, part of your own imagination. You have always access to them. And sometimes even more so when, especially with people when in transition, because you don't have the ego filters in between. But we can always access these levels also at an energetic, spiritual level. This is also what the new Cosmic Emerald Crystal Diamond Rosette Network is about. It's telepathic, but again, it's the same as picking up a telephone. It's like, you know, the person doesn't necessarily need to answer, nor do you, you know. So it's not like everybody has just access to you, you know, as well as you can't keep secrets. Everything is known now. The truth is arising. Any lies, anything that has been kept in the dark is being revealed now. It's just, this is revelations. Okay, we're in it. So, and when we also sometimes lose people, you know, beings close to us, it really helps us open our hearts. I mean, there's so many layers and levels to everything, truly. So we fixed the big by correcting the small. That's us correcting the inception points and going back to the start, truly. So again, where does abuse start? You know, it starts when we hurt another person and then we don't apologize for it. We kind of think like, ah, they deserved it, or that you're in the right. Although deep down, your conscience is telling you, oh, no, I shouldn't have said this, done this, X, Y, Z. You know, and we just wash over it, keep doing it, or whatever. And then we keep doing this, and this is how these things grow bigger and bigger and bigger. You keep lying to yourself, mistreating others. Ultimately, you're doing yourself in, you know. And this is also time, a lot of the people who've been, you know, especially with black magic and the gray lines that have been literally making our lives a misery. So this is another part of the financial stuff. And I keep not talking about that. But I will talk about it more on the call and try to be a little bit more precise. Basically, what did I even want to say? I saw a cat and was distracted. It's gone now. I will talk more about this all on the call. Just know, oh yeah. So all the black magic, all of the fuckery, okay, as this fully dissolves, we will now be able to truly access our abundance. And again, it's beyond money. It's time we have to spend on the things we love doing, having people we love around us. You know what I mean? If you take money out of it, what is it? Because ultimately what we're after is freedom, real true freedom. Because this is our natural state of beingness. This is why we're seeking it. This is why we are desiring it, have a passion for it. And this is also why desire and passion is nothing bad. It keeps making us grow and seek for greater, so to say. It's just how we alchemize all of these energies. So this is all about us knowing the abundance we seek, we are it. And we project it out from deep inside of us as we fully return to our real true self, our real state of worth. And especially the masculine needs to understand this real true sense of worth. And this is where spiritual abundance turns into material abundance, okay, and becomes fully manifest. Because again, we project it out. This is new earth abundance. It's infinite abundance. It's like beyond anything you can like imagine right now. But again, it's the same as if right now, if you would even give rescue packages to everyone, believe me, unless you fix the issues of people feeling insecure, not enough, having all this poverty consciousness programming running, you end up with the same bullshit. People take advantage. Other people keep giving it away because it's all like all of these distortions where we feel like, you know, greed or, again, not enoughness. It's all kind of part of a, you know, kind of the same issue of us not truly knowing our true self, which is at one with God's source consciousness. So it doesn't matter what financial situation you would be in, and we go through many, don't we, usually throughout life. Where you feel truly enough as you are, just by being, especially the masculine. So it's not down to the job we have, the cars we have, or the job, how much money we have. Nobody gives a shit. Like on New Earth, nobody will care anymore. It's about how happy are you truly with yourself, how content, how peaceful. You know, our spiritual gifts and abilities being the true abundance. Now being literally able to manifest out of thin earth, air, at one with the elements, truly. Because we know the jewels, everything, it's inside of us and then projected out. All of reality we hold inside of us. It's a hologram. We don't need to run after that which we are. So it's a whole flip in consciousness perception that gets us there. Because again, a lot of the information that has been propagated, has been shared, keeps wiring us in this false reality. But somebody, I don't know, a group needs to come and save us and give us the money. You have infinite abundance inside of you. We are projecting it out as true divine love. It's a frequency, a state of consciousness, ignites your light body, a multidimensional DNA, igniting new earth now. That's the key. Always has been. And this is why this whole reality constantly keeps telling you that you're not enough and we have been targeted. This is why we haven't been able to access the success, abundance. Relationships have been fucked with, our family lives, everything. I know I've been fucked with, especially the last few months, trying to literally like, they want you to lose your home, your family, your loved ones, everybody turning against you. This is what everything is set out to do. As well as that happens, you really truly remember what the fuck is going on here. And you free yourself from it, from the oppressors, from the manipulation, from the mind control fuckery. And it only happens when you really get to know yourself and dig deep, deep, deep within. It's the only way out. So now, resolving all lessons and inversions within the one consciousness, all the way back home, here now. Final and full victory. Now we fully merge with the celebration mode. Ultimately us, I can feel all remaining fuckery, density, all the shit fully lifting. And we're going to feel, oh my God, I kept like, you know, it's like as if you can sometimes keep feeling it's about to burst through. And then it's kind of another wave of clearing. And it's been, again, a lot. It's been a long stretch lately, okay? But again, faith, belief, trust in yourself, God, the divine plan is what gets us there. This is literally what we're here for, to call this all the way in. It doesn't happen from nothing, not just from us sitting there, but making the real shit happen. I picked up the sign from the floor, but it's not on the wall, but anyway. So let's fix the small, okay? Fears are not real, neither are insecurities, doubts, worries. Okay, they're part of the limiting programming. Know them for what they are. It's not who you truly are. Just let it all flow through you. Observe it. Real truth is based in love. Okay, real true love. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to swallow. but only your ego cares, okay? And it's not about killing the ego, it's about integrating, alchemizing it, your sense of self, where again, you don't get lost, but you know yourself as your own unique version of self and really truly getting to know your real true self right now, as well as part of the oneness, the both and. All of this is about the both and, the paradox, integrating that, the paradoxes, okay, the polarities. That's true divine union. That's what Ascension is all about. That's why the triggers and the opposition ultimately is helping us, okay, to remember who you truly are and the real power you hold. And again, whenever you think anything, anyone outside of you, any group is more powerful than you, you're separated from your real true self, which is your God self. Okay, that's the only one who can really truly set you free, save you, heal you fully. Return you. This is your eternal self. Your diamond avatar is fully ascended. It's eternal. You can heal yourself. You can teleport, bilocate. You can do all kinds of cool, crazy, superpower stuff. Okay. So this is where we fully return. Again, it's all connected to the cosmic history records. It's all going to come flooding back now. So this is where the supernova wave of true divine love, the big one, is going to smack us right in the face in the best way possible. The wave is here, okay? Let's see when it's been fully unleashed. I feel it's going to be before the 17th. Again, I keep diving into the field. So keep tuning in for those, especially who are taking part in the activation. Again, details are below in the description box, or if you want to take part in a previous one or the group container, which this is all part of, but tier 2 and tier 3, so to say. Just check out the links beneath if you want to know any more about that. So anyway, remember, all paths lead back home, one way or another. Some are more enjoyable than others, as well as this has been, I think, pretty hard for most of us. And the best part, you can't escape true love. It's who you are. So you can't escape yourself, nor reality. There's no one to come and pick you up, transport you somewhere else, okay? You are it. You're the rescue queue. Okay? So rescue yourself from your own little monkey mind. Break all the way through, okay? Don't keep overthinking shit. Just do it. Again, I mean, ultimately, everything, whether you do or don't do, whatever you decide is the right thing, take the pressure off, as well as you need to just freaking jump, you know? I mean, let's stop walking around like zombies and really truly enjoy life and live it. Becoming fully alive, fully crystalline clarity, our true self, essence, nature, fully returning. Our true remembering, it's all flooding back. The tsunami is about to hit us. The real truth, real reality, let it arise from within you. It's a happening, truly, as you fully surrender, fully empty yourself. Keep emptying yourself. Empty, 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 empty. Allow the Holy Spirit to take over. Steer your vehicle all the way back home. Okay? So true divine love is truly infinite power. It holds the key. Our hearts bursting fully wide open. They hold the sacred secrets that reveal that which has been lost. The memories of our ancient future, which are returning, our new earth realities, okay? All right. So if you want to join me again, details are below in the description box. Otherwise, thank you for any like, share, subscribe, comments. I try to get back more to them, but as you can see, like I can't really reply to comments in the box as much because, again, even the financial stuff I didn't quite summarize, but I'm going to go more into this in the call. Again, ultimately, it's you busting through any limiting programming. Take whatever happens in neutrality. Again, we've been busting through a lot of the programming, just our attachments to money, and what needs to happen doesn't happen. You just need to fully surrender. Oh yeah, did I say this? I did mention the thing with the Book of the Alchemist and Paulo Coelho. So just laugh through the tears as you return back to the start, and remember where the treasure was hidden all along, right inside of your sacred crystal heart, bursting fully wide open to the true divine love that you are, igniting all new earth realities in no time whatsoever, quantum style. All it takes is a quantum leap and shift within the one consciousness, and it's here now. Unutuno shuna tanatena kanasunuture e sanate kanatu. Sunayanate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much love, so many blessings. I'd see you there. Bye bye.